So early this morning, I went with my boy Kura to the range to let off some steam and some heat. It's Callie's dad's birthday today, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of pressure. Kura is a good listener, and I'm chuffed always to chat to him about things in my life. I guess it's always nice. He doesn't understand a word of English, so I try my hardest at this job, and I do well. That crock farm is the best it's ever been. There we go. Yes, yes. Bullseye. Huh?
I'm Shane, Callie's sister, and I've come up to the camp where she lives for a week and surprised her. So yeah, very exciting to be here. Go! Oh my God! Hi. Oh. Hi, Looney. How are you?
Don't talk, Greg. She's sleeping in my bed. I am so excited that my sister's just surprised me. It is at the perfect time. I couldn't have asked for a better surprise. I haven't seen her for so long, and she hasn't actually visited me for a while. So it is really nice to have her here in my home this time. Have you had breakfast?
No, I haven't had any breakfast yet.
So should we go make some treats?
Yeah.
I'll make you some pancakes.
Oh, yay.
Awesome. And then make some coffee. Yay. Come, Looney. Morning, guys. I'm here in my kitchen. I'm so excited because my sister surprised me this morning, so I'm going to rustle her up some little pancakes slash flapjacks slash crumpets. These are great, and I'm excited to make them for you and for my sister. So let's get started. I have got some strawberries. I've actually got these out of a tin. I'm not as lucky to have access to fresh ones every day, so the tinned are just perfect for me. I've got a fresh pear, and I've got some fresh basil from my garden. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start squashing and breaking up the strawberries. I don't want them to be too mushy because I want little chunks in each little pancake that we're going to eat. Okay, so that's what you're kind of looking for there. These are really cool if you're in a rush. So just bunch your basil up and just zips. Cool, so now we've got the basil in there, and it's so fragrant, it's delicious. I can smell the basil, and the strawberries just look so nice with the green vibes in there. I've got this pear, and I'm gonna just grate it into the bowl. I'm not even gonna worry about the seeds or the pips. A ripe pear is probably best. Again, you want the sweetness. Perfect. Cool, so we've got our little mixture here of fruit. It's gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna go in with our flour, sprinkle half, and then just fold it in. This is just normal cake flour. If you want to use self-raising, you can. I'm actually using baking powder because I love like a massive rise when they cook. See, that's coming together. Let's sprinkle some more in. Notice I don't use any eggs in this. It's gonna start looking a little thick, but don't worry, we're still gonna go in with our coconut milk. So that's the kind of consistency you're looking for. It doesn't like drop off of the spoon. It smells pretty deadly. So now I'm gonna go in with our coconut milk. I'm gonna measure a cup, but I might need less. Fold it in, it's gonna come to a really nice batter. You can use soy milk or just normal milk, is absolutely fine. But this really gives it a delicious tropical flavor. It's amazing, I love it. Okay, we're getting there. See, now it's falling off the spoon. So I'm gonna go and add a tiny bit more. Okay, that is perfect, guys. That's exactly what you're looking for. Usually you would put a teaspoon, but I am a little bit of a over the top with the baking powder in everything I bake. I go for 2 heaped teaspoons. The puffier, the better. You wanna kind of move quite fast because it's gonna start bubbling and the baking powder is gonna start doing its thing. So I'm gonna switch my pan on. I'm gonna better get a bit of olive oil in here. You want it at a medium, moderate heat. You don't want them to burn. See, look how we've got like doubled in size here because of the baking powder. While this is heating up, I'm gonna do a little topping. I'm gonna use some yogurt and some honey. I would say a couple of tablespoons of your yogurt into the bowl, and then a bit of honey. And then just give it a little mix, swirl it up, and that is a delicious little sweetener for your pancakes. Right, this is definitely ready here. So I'm gonna go in like that. As soon as the edges come up brown, then you know you're ready to turn. I've got a good hold on it and flip. And if you keep them the same size, when it comes to presenting them, you can kind of layer them up and make them look really jazzy and smart. Right, this guy's ready, so I'm just gonna lay him here. Nice and bronzed on the one side as well. This one as well, also bronzed. And I'm gonna lift each layer because I want delicious layers of the honey yogurt between this, so we can just tuck in. And now we're gonna take it and drizzle it all over the top. And there we have it. My pancakes / crumpets / flapjacks. I really need to come up with a name for these, but they are good, and I hope you try them at home. And I'm very excited for Shane to try these out.
Delicious.
Nice, eh? No sugar, which is good.
Delicious.
We're gonna go and see the Mudzimus at Nchenje today. The Mudzimus in this part of Africa in Mozambique are the same as a witch doctor, a sangoma, a spiritual person that can read you or give you a blessing or wish you well. They believe in, obviously, all the magical things. So I thought it would be really cool if we go and do that today. Are you ready for them? Have you ever seen the Mudzimus before?
No, but it freaks me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
They're quite funny. They're cool.
So they're not like witch doctors,
No, they are witch doctors.
but they don't like throw bones at you and stuff.
No, they're just gonna kind of give us a blessing or whatever.
I'm a little bit nervous about it because I don't really feel that comfortable with black magic and all of that, but it's definitely going to be a cool experience to go into the village and be involved in all the cultural things, so that will be pretty cool.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So we're really lucky that we've been able to come to the village today with Barty. I'm excited that he's with us. He works for us in the lodge and helps maintain everything here, and he's going to be my translator.
I noticed that the one Mudzimu looked very young, and I did ask Barty, the guy who took us through the whole process. He said to us that it doesn't really matter the age. If a 5-year-old could become a Mudzimu, he was saying, because the spirit chooses you, is how he explained it to us.
Pocket.
Yes, it's yours.
Okay. So they're kind of about to reach for some kind of green powder. I'm not quite sure what that is, but they keep saying tobacco. So it must be like tobacco. Doesn't look like tobacco though. Looks like something else. So these ladies have just come up to us. There's old gogos and young women and little girls that are kind of grabbing our hands, and we're all jamming in a circle. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling in the vibe. It's really cool, and it's beautiful. Southern, thank you very much. Maitavasa. Tatenda.
It was an amazing experience because it's good to open your eyes up to different cultures and to be involved in something different than what's in your everyday life. Yeah, cool to get a different experience.
So we're on the way home, and I want to rustle us up something to munch. And I'm driving down the riverbank, and I spot a little cluster of little wild tomatoes. I can't actually believe it. I know that they grow all the time in the wild, but I'm super excited because it's just going to add another to my dish. Check at these.
Millions.
See, these are wild tomatoes. This is why I love living on the banks of the Kahora. Sweet tea. This is a
Can you
zip.
hold it?
Okay, those are quite a lot. Just grab all those. I think that's fine, Shani.
Okay, cool.
And do you know what I also think? I think let's just make a fire here, right here, and make our spaghetti.
Sounds awesome.
Okay.
I wouldn't usually just pick a berry out of the bush and eat it, but yeah, Cal says it's good to go, so it's good to go.
Hi guys, I am sitting literally in the river here. It is so beautiful. It's something else, and yeah, I guess I can only explain it, but it is incredible. I call this green spaghetti. What's really great about this dish is that it's quick, it's easy, it's fresh, it's delicious, and it takes 5 minutes to make the pesto. I literally mean it takes 5 minutes, so let's get started. Obviously our spaghetti is boiling away here. 7-8 minutes boiling your spaghetti. Keep it a little al dente, it's got to have a bit of a bite to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start squashing and bruising all this beautiful greenery. I'm not going to squash and bruise these insane wild tomatoes that we just found, like right there. What we're going to do first is grab our herbs. I'm just going to literally grab them all a bunch. I've got mint and basil here today. I'm not going to be too particular about the stems, but I'm just going to grab and just run my fingers through them like this. And just that, you don't need. I'm actually just going to break it and just chuck it in there. It looks like a lot of herbs now, but it's going to squash down into like nothing. So don't worry, the more the better. And now this is where you got to put some into it and just bruise it and squash it. You'll smell it instantly. It smells amazing. And don't worry if it's not breaking up completely. This is a rustic pesto. You want chunks of herbs and flecks of herbs. You want it to look like you've made it homemade. Okay, cool, look at that. Okay, so you're doing well. Let me just check how our spag is going on here. Just give it a toss. You don't want it to be overcooked. Maurice is very particular with his pasta, so I've learned. If I'm gonna be an Italian mama one day, I need to learn how to cook spaghetti. It's al dente. If I leave it to sit in this chisa water, what's gonna happen is it's gonna overcook. Very important, leave a little bit of liquid in here. And what I'm gonna do straight away is add a little zips of olive oil. I don't want it to stick together. Twist it around again. Cool, so we can leave that to chill now. Right, that I'm happy with. So what I'm gonna go in with now is my garlic. I'm not even gonna worry about cutting it because I'm gonna literally beat it until it's in a paste rather than little chunks. I love food processors, I'm all for them. But what's so cool about this is that you're actually putting some work into it, and there's something quite satisfying about doing it this way. Right, so that's looking good. So I'm gonna grate the parmesan, and then I'm gonna zest my lemon here. I need a little cheek of my lemon, so just give it a little squeeze. I'm just gonna mix away, and now that is the paste we are looking at. The only thing we need to do now is give it some liquid, and that is our olive oil. Just give it a extra grind. In case any little pieces of deliciousness are stuck on the bottom of this, just try and hook it up. That's what a pesto is supposed to look like. So I'm gonna go in with the salt. I don't need too much, but I do need, definitely, pepper. So I'm actually going to halve these. I'm gonna put those in first. Look at the contrast with the bright green on the spaghetti and then the little specks of red from the tomatoes. So now I'm gonna toss it just gently through everything. Remember I said I was gonna use the rest of my palm? I'm gonna go in there because I love a little bit of Parmesan. That is something magical.
I'm so excited for Dad's birthday tomorrow, and this is the most awesome meal I've had in a long time.
Thanks.
Cal.
Pleasure. It's delish. And even better because I'm squatting with you, eating it.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's my dad's birthday, and as usual, I am planning a little bit of a zips and a vibe for him. And he's always very patient with my extravagant candles and lights.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God, this looks awesome.
Cool, eh?
It looks amazing, Ma and Shane. Thank you. Looks so cool.
after doing all the books and the catering, which I was never really good at. It's such a pleasure to watch my daughters take it all over it. So I love to come in and just check everything out and make everything look good. Just put them both at the end.
Where?
Yeah.
There.
Okay, that's it. And they can go right there.
Awesome.
Okay.
That looks so nice. It looks like it's going to be an amazing day. I'm really excited. Gregory has actually just left. He's about to go and hunt me a warthog for my dad's birthday today. I'm sure he'll be very successful. Yay! Finally.
Look at this beauty.
How did you organize this so quickly, Maurice?
I told Callie I was going hunting for the warthog, but yeah, I've actually got a connection in the village who breed them, but we'll just keep that quiet. So what else? What's in your basting sauce, Ka?
It's soy sauce, chilies, garlic, ginger, and quite a few chilies, these bird's eye ones. But I need to actually go and quickly make it so that I can baste it up.
You haven't made it yet?
No, I'm gonna make it now, quickly.
So what are you doing still here?
Ha ha ha.
I think it's that time, Simon.
Awesome, then we're gonna start that basting.
Okay.
Hi guys, I am sitting out here. It is beautiful. It's my dad's birthday. I'm really excited. I've got a warthog cooking away on the spit. I've got a sweet and spicy basting for it, which I think really complements it. Warthog is really similar to pork, so if you're cooking with pork at home on the spit, this is a really good recipe to use. I've got a big piece of ginger here. I'm actually not going to use all of it. I'm going to snap it like that. I'm going to use just thumb size, basically. Trim the edges of this ginger. I'm not really going to bother peeling it. I just want to get the rough parts off. This is the only ingredient I'm not chopping, just because it's going to be a sauce that I want to baste the warthog with. So I don't want it to be too many chunky pieces. They're just going to fall into the coals and burn. So you want to have like that. It creates a paste kind of. Perfect. That's good enough. And since I've got my microplane out, I'm actually going to do my lemon zest now. There's no real method to making a marinade or a basting. There's no dry ingredients first, wet ingredients first. Just throw everything in a pot, bowl, whatever you have, and just mix it up. Last 2 lemons here. Now I'm gonna chop up our garlic and chili. I'm using 4 big cloves. So just chop it. I've got a little paring knife here, which I'm using. Just easier to maneuver with smaller things like chili and garlic. And what I'm actually gonna do with my last clove, just to add a bit of texture and more flavor, is pick up my microplane again, and that can add so much flavor to a dish, it's not even funny. Right, go in with your garlic straight away. And now our chilies. Just chop these up as fine as you can. I'm just gonna chuck them straight in. I'm going to go straight in with my onion, and I'm not even gonna worry about the skin at this point. Because remember, it's a baste. Right in. I'm actually gonna only use half. Now we need to add all the spices, and this is where it becomes a delicious basting marinade. So I'm gonna go in first and foremost olive oil. You're looking at about half a cup of olive oil. It sounds like a lot, but if you're doing a whole pig at home, or I'm doing a warthog in my case, you're gonna need quite a bit of olive oil. So remember, it's coating the entire animal. It's not just a piece of steak or anything like that. This is a thick balsamic, but if you've got a normal balsamic at home, that also works just as well. This is more of a reduction, 2 to 3 tablespoons. I'm also gonna go in with a bit of plain brown vinegar. That just kind of marries all the ingredients together. So a couple of tablespoons of just normal brown vinegar is perfect. A tablespoon, maybe 2 of molasses syrup. That's gonna sweeten up all the heat that we've got going inside this dish. Soy sauce, another Asian ingredient, which is really good in this. So it creates a really nice crisp and a crunch on our skin of our warthog or pig. A couple of tablespoons of that. The last sweetening agent is brown sugar. I'm gonna put about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar in here. And now for our spices. I have got mustard and my favorite mixture, the paprika, the cayenne pepper, the turmeric, all those heaty spices that I always use with my stews and all cooking. I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon of this. This is also gonna give us that vibrant red color and make that pig look amazing and bronzed when it's cooked. A teaspoon of mustard powder. It's quite strong, so you don't need too much of it. I would say 2 teaspoons of salt, taste it and go. Just remember you've put the soy sauce in, so you don't want to over salt it. Pepper. Let's just give this a whisk and then I just need to taste it. That's good, it's got a kick. It's spicy, but it's also sweet. This is gonna make your pig look and taste delicious, and it's gonna be bronzed, sticky, crispy, and everything you want from a little pig or warthog. Cheers! Delish. Okay, I'm gonna go and do the veg and all of that and just check that the cake is all right. You guys were gonna do the candles and light up?
Yeah, we'll go and light all the candles.
Okay, awesome. So I'll see you just now.
Okay.
So my pig is sizzling away, my delicious warthog. I can actually smell it and hear the crackling from over here. It's looking good. And this is the time that I actually need to go in with all my accompaniments for this dish. So today I've chosen to cook with beetroot and the butternut. Love butternut, it's one of my favorite roast veg. Olive oil, garlic, all the spices, salt, pepper, and roast them on the coals. Easy, no fuss, it's amazing. And the last and final addition to my delicious warthog is gonna be my baby potatoes. We're gonna stick these in the oven about 35 to 40 minutes so they're nice and crispy. Olive oil, I've got a little bit of onion here, garlic, 2 little bird's eye chilies, just to give a bit of a heaty flavor. And yeah, that's it guys. This is a great accompaniment to this dish. If you want to change it up with other veg, carrots, beans, anything green, you can always throw that in. But this is good for me, and I'm gonna go and chuck these on the coals, put these babies in the oven, and enjoy my feast with my dad on his birthday.
This cheek is incredible.
Thanks for making me eat the tail. The cheek.
Come guys, we're all ready. Dinner's up. And it's hell of a good. Yeah, delicious, eh?
Nice.
Very nice.
Yummy. Loving it. Thanks, my girl.
So my dad is really loved here and appreciated. His staff really love and appreciate him. And on his birthday, it's tradition to bring out a cake and sing and dance. And it just really is the sweetest thing, having all our staff members and colleagues that work with us come out and sing to him and celebrate his birthday as well. Happy birthday, dear
Well, it's been a wonderful day. I think it's been a great success. It hasn't been as elaborate as some of the birthdays she's thrown in the past, so I'm actually very happy.
Okay, thanks, man.